All I need in this life to sin is me and my best man. Tell me why to the bloody end. Just me and my best man. This is the Silent Film Group commentary for the film The Best Man Holiday, starring Samuel L. Jackson, Denzel Washington, Forrest Whitaker, and Naomi Watts. So, as the norm, we're just gonna get right into it. On my countdown, in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and I am pressing play right now. If you're living in a cave, then you must not know that that is the Universal logo coming up. Okay, and I think we start with Mariah Carey, right? All voices to hear. Okay. No. This is Mariah Carey. I'm not bugging out.
Robyn.
The young, emaciated, starving Taye Diggs. And Silent Lathan looks the same, actually. It's like Taye Diggs' head looks 20 times bigger. I love the way they opened this film, actually. You know, to give you the quick emotional feelings, you know, setting you up. And since this has been out on non-theatrical, I don't want to say vid. I've usually watched this film with the first Best Man. This time I didn't, so I could have did a double. Maybe I'll do one. I'm not sure. For it does look like Taye Diggs was starving. I've even said that when I watched them back to back. Regina Hall does look a little different too. I don't know what it is, but she looks a little different. I think maybe she has a more mature look now than she did back then. Melissa D'Souza looks the same. Shelby, no, Shelby, no. No, Shelby. If anyone knows what that quote is from, I might have something special for you. Put in the Google Plus. No, Shelby. Shelby, no. Stupid. Yo, his head looks like it was a really good look for him to go bald. I don't know, maybe it's the hairline. You know, the hairline takes away from, you know, or like does something to his head. Sorry, because he kind of looks like Gazuki's Gazuki. It's funny how when you first, or sometimes you'll watch a film. Wow, Pam Oliver, I haven't seen her in the NFL line in a long time now. She got bumped. Yeah, so sometimes you watch a film and for the first time, and then when you see it the second time or the third time around, you start noticing little things. And I mean, could be just me, but upon the second viewing, I actually realized that this film was set up in the same manner that the first film was set up, as far as the paces and the storyline. A bit, or I should say, with a twist. In essence. And as we go on, we'll cut him that look. In essence, the setup with Dan that looks like Morris Chestnut in the background. The setup with him doing something behind everyone's back, and Jordan finding out, just like in the first one, she's the first one to know. Every time I see Dude, I think David Letterman, so he is David Letterman as far as I'm concerned. Although I know that he does have a real name, but he's David Letterman because he played David Letterman in that movie in HBO. So I always know him as David Letterman. I'm surprised why he never said that he knew her in this scene. Sell that ass, kid. United States. I love this scene. Just the look of it, because he's dressed very fly, very G. And then they do this long shot of him walking down the street. That right there. Looking G'd up. Of course, his boy's on the cover, right? That music choice, as I hear it, was not a good choice, so it came in too early because it seemed very romantic the way he was looking at that newspaper. The pain in the ass. Now, I wonder what that meant. So you know your people. For a dude that's broke, he should have been like, yo, you could just cut the check right here. You can cut the check right here. I'll take care of it. Don't worry about it. Got some cheap champagne glasses and pocketed the rest. She ballin'. Oh, it's Dimples No Pimples. If it isn't the fake Bruce Wayne. I love how he plays this off. Oh, B. Now that look he just cut, is that a jealousy look or is that like, yo, how come you didn't tell me look? It's funny because he looks like that, oh shit, what's that news reporter that got busted for lying and then got fired off of NBC? Williams something, whatever. I believe that he's Latino in real life, and I'm wondering why they didn't play that up more. I could be wrong. Uh-oh. Now he should have intercut Candy, that flashback, and then come back and then have him go, what? That's a little too much. I love how like they're watching and then the door just closes. Kings County. I think she faked being asleep to not get into this conversation. In my mind. She's like, I am not fucking with that conversation because I know what happened last time, so. Man, Sullivan is running wild. What was the symbolism? I just didn't get. I never got that when he looks at his hands and then they cut to him praying like now, or attempting to pray. It's like he's looking at his hands almost as if like it's arthritic, and I've always felt this way about that shot. You know, like my hands are like falling apart and I can no longer write. And then they just cut to him praying. Like, I would have rather him like just sit there and then you see like something spiritual come across and then he decides, you know. Like maybe their email pops up or something. That's, you know, the subject line or says something spiritual, something. But that shot, especially the way he held his hands, very. He had the Chris Rock pose on his hands. If you've ever seen Chris Rock, the way he holds his hands when he's doing stand up, but I'm probably going too far, so. I like this scene too, the way that Morris Chestnut plays it. My sister, my brother. Yo, she seems like she's setting up the fucking poison soup for everybody. They were all so cute. Chopped him. And I love the way he transitions into his wife. Mad at him, classy with her. Looking like two black billionaires and shit. It shows like he hasn't let it go. If you didn't fucking fall asleep when I was trying to talk to your ass, then you know. I like the setup. And it shows that she doesn't let that go. But just the cover up. I mean, look. When you saw the trailer, at least I know when I saw the trailer, I already knew what the sitch was. I actually knew the sitch when these knuckleheads got on Arsenio Hall and was talking about, oh, there's a twist. We might have a twist. I said, I already know what it is. Fucking Lucius Lion. Lucius Lion ass. I don't know why white people pay me to tell them what black people think. It's about to get real ignorant in here tonight. She has on fucking turquoise shoes. The dress has to match because I cannot remember. Okay, yeah, it does. That was alright. There was some petty nonsense that went on with this storyline that I didn't really dig. You know, the direction that they went into, they shouldn't have. That's funny how he just did that. I just noticed that. It's just little. That shit always gets me, and I didn't even expect it. I forgot it. Forgot about it. Like when he earlier dug his hand in his pocket, it seemed like he was stressed. Morris Chestnut, I'm talking about. The thing I like about Q in this story is that he's very observant about everything. He's the guy that, you know, gets the truth out. You know, he's the cleanup guy, in my opinion. You know. His face looks like it almost looked like Black Joker. Exactly. But that's why they should have played his Latino side, man. It'd have been smarter. Even if he had said it, made mention of it, somewhere along the way, and just caught them. Like, I'm Cuban B. Cuban B. He knew this was going to happen. That's why he cut it a look. Mm-hmm. See, fucking pushing it, man. Like, you're making it way too obvious. Way too obvious, bro. And you haven't even been there. I'm guessing 90 minutes. It's funny. I love the outside of the house. It's pretty. But it's funny when she said that line, Robyn Thicke. I actually thought about how come they didn't cast Robyn Thicke. But whatever. A real white guy. See, I would have cut that out and just had him grab and just throw it. Bow, because he was going to throw it anyway. It just would have been funny. Funnier. I thought it was funny when he did it, but think, upon repeat viewing, as soon as she asked, he just took it and threw it. And just line of dialogue, I think, phones are the devil. Now, there's supposed to be a love scene that got cut out of this between these two. And Chestnut, like, of course, as you can tell, got into tip-top shape. But it was really for that scene. And then the scene got cut, or they didn't film it or something to that effect. So all that was just for that scene. Just for those 2 seconds, 3 seconds of screen time. And here comes Troublemaker again. And this is very similar to her reading a book. So when I say the blueprint, is very similar to the first one. And when he gets caught, yada yada, is very similar. And of course, you know, I would have taken a different tack. This is a Django reference, right? Exactly. I'm surprised he didn't bulk up. I mean, if anybody needs to bulk up, it's definitely Terrence Howard. He's got the fucking shape of a Mr. Softy We Wobble Lego block. Big mouth motherfucker. I would have changed that line because it just seems like it's almost throwdown-ish. This is funny. Shelby's funny in this scene. And it was so unexpected. Wow, that's so... hilarious. Yo, he's just showing everybody. But I mean, it goes with his character. It's so... The thing that I like about it is that Lance is like so much more mature. You know. But he was mature in the first one, but I mean like really fucking way more mature. The fact that he answers that fucking question is his best headmaster. I love that word. And she's in the house. I would never drop that. It fucking reminds me of the scene of what's it, This Is the End with Franco and those dudes when they have that argument. Bitch, you trying to play me? Bow! Right in the pool. Did you say she's exactly? I don't remember them even mentioning the fact that he was in a frat in the first one, so this is kind of taking me. I'm noticing it right now too. I've noticed the color scheme of gray and blue within the cast. Dark gray or charcoal gray. He's got on the blue bottoms. He's got blue. Say the cliche. Boom! I haven't taken a run personally in that weather in a long time. It's actually fun. You know, it's so funny because before running, I would have totally thought, like, it's no effing way they're going to run out there with that on. But yeah, I totally understand. That body heat is up. It could be 30 and your body would feel like it's 50, especially with what they have on. Damn, dude, you ran like what, across the block? And he has no socks on. Is he just rocking booties, which is gonna increase the body temperature? Alright, enough science for you guys. That's the setup for the future. The verbal foreshadowing. The woman in the red dress. Not after that shit you said yesterday by the pool. You better, I ain't believing that shit. You just heard the car. The last you heard from my ass. What's up? Voop. Shut the frig up. Her belly is sitting at a table, boy. Counter, rather. That's funny because I wonder if she's asking that question to see if he would be the writer for the book. I need to find out where that market is and hop over there. It looks like a classy place. How you doing? Q. He's just so sensible, you know. As wild as he is, he's just sensible, just cool. He doesn't blow up the spot. He just looks at him like, "Why you lying, man? Why you lying, man?" But you know, I'll be here waiting. I got this money for you. Mm. Oh, you stupid, man. You stupid. I hate your mama. This whole twist is just, from the first time I saw it, I just thought it was a shitty move to go in this direction. Like, maybe tease him, okay, cool, but not like try to manipulate him. I'm not gonna mention the phallic symbol. Why would you say that? Exactly. Her mouth, Merch's mouth. Now, see that right there? He should have been a little bit broader on that one. Like, he should have questioned that a little bit, especially after recognizing that she looked a little slimmer. And the way he could have put it together could have been very vague. The young lady could have answered it in a very vague way, so that for those that were totally clueless, I don't know how, but that didn't, you know, that were completely clueless, would have still stayed in the dark a bit. All I mess with is dimes. Tricky, you've just given me a brilliant idea. I just had a creative idea while having a commentary. How interesting. The life of a filmmaker. Hilarious. This comes so smooth. Like, this reminds me of hearing that they had to do a table reading in front of the Universal execs in order to get this popping, this sequel to jump off. You know, and it was just like them getting back together. You know, like old times when they were, you know, rehearsing it before they sat in front of the studio people or whatever. Did she call her Candy? Regina Hall is one of the fucking most... It's underrated. I'll probably be bold enough to say underrated comedic actress, dude. I have to say probably neck and neck, or definitely neck and neck with someone like a Melissa McCarthy. You know. Yeah. I mean, look, that little hint right there was so telling to know that. Alright, he obviously doesn't know. Your mama said that. Yeah, they just cracking up. Stupid dudes, man. And these guys spent tense time rehearsing this, and it was actually supposed to be a version for the women, but I guess they got cut. It got cut. Oh, I can't recall if they filmed it or not. And supposedly this is their first time doing this in front of the actresses, so they had no idea, so it'd just be fresh. But here's the thing, I mean, this is just my opinion, you know, my perspective. What happens after the second take? In the third take of getting their reactions, you know, unless they just let the camera just run. See, now that was too much, man. That was too much. Excuse me. Excuse me. Oh my gosh. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Sneeze. Ah! Fairy tales can come true if we happen to screw. That side action. Everybody knows. This was kind of silly because it goes nowhere, and it will only make sense if it went somewhere. Fucking live there. I'm sure he's glad to transition that shit out of him not having a goddamn job. Don't you know I know you? I married Blade's mother. That's right, Baldy. That's right. Cut to, are you out of your fucking mind? Get the fuck out of my house. Yeah, see, it's just too. The reason why I say it's too much because it doesn't go anywhere. You know, they could have cut this out and cut the earlier scene out with him taking the pic. If it was going to go somewhere, yeah. But it's not going anywhere. And like that little part of the device kind of slows it down just for like, you know, takes it 2 beats down. You know what? Even better device would have been if he assumed that she wanted something and really she was, every time she saw him she just wanted to talk about business, so he would make it uncomfortable, and that's where the humor would come from. rather than trying to allege this pseudo affair that's not going to happen on screen. It would have just been funnier, in my opinion. You know, could have worked that angle. That what it looks. Oh, okay. I was gonna say it looks pink, but you know, it's the glass cutting through the backlight. The gig is up. Then that shit is like WWE. She got the tombstone. Bet you didn't call Dr. Sabi. It's weird because she looks prettier here in this scene than she does in the earlier scenes. And I can understand that it's a reflection of her kind of looking ill. You know, so maybe the makeup department did a little too much. I think it would have been cool if she just would have got up on her own and he stayed seated, and she like kissed him on the cheek and then came over and kissed her husband. And then now he stands up. That's just my little direction thing. Yeah, you won't let that shit go. Even his face looks a little gaunt from all the getting cut up from all the weight loss. Sometimes when you scientific health tip, everyone's body type is differently, so sometimes when you slim down a little too much, it takes away from your face and kind of ages you or makes you look a little gaunt. Even if it's just the slightest, like 5 pounds, can make a whole hell of a difference. I should like to know whose home is that. One, he should have shaved his chest for this scene. 2, he should have removed those zits. Remove them zits from your man. to get that cushion for the pushing. I seen that rump earlier. I ain't playing. Now you fucked up. You don't fucked up now, kid. And this fight was so unnecessary too. In actuality, it would have been cooler, and this is where the good comedy could have come from, is that as they're arguing, Shelby's the one that resolves it. That would have been cooler. Because it would have been yeah, it's Flavor Flav. Yeah, see, it's just like, I don't know. I wonder if this was a studio thing, or if he actually had this in the script, man. Friend of kids, yada yada. Like, this was so, like, unnecessary. Yeah, he did set it off like that. Aww. $1 million baby. Wow. $1 million baby. Wow. I like those sunglasses though. Badass. Stupid, yo. I love how he throws the first shot and he blocks it. Woody! Mm-mm. I don't understand why she would want to do that, especially knowing that her hands are shaky. Boom, gig is up. How about taking him out the other room? It's interesting, the shot with the children, because they all like are doing something differently, and August is looking very sad, like his head is down low. Bow. Has his head down low because he knows, she's sick. This is a sweet part too. It's a very sweet part. I don't understand like how he just knows. Don't bullshit me, man. Don't bullshit me, man. That's a lot of onions. This is a good rendition of this song too. Wicked Tub. Wicked Tub. I love this part right here. Looks up, boom. They all got that look. He's like, man up. Go talk to him. There's a lot of cars in that lot for a Giants practice. Zodiac children. I love this scene. Just because it breaks up the dynamic, it's you get to split up the characters. Like you never saw these two together, and now you get to see their bond, and it reminds you like they all knew one another in college, I believe. Cookie. Starting to break a little bit. And right here, this should be the scene where he thanks her for helping the argument. You know what I mean? Rather than this like fake affair flirt with yada 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 nonsense that he went with earlier. Yeah, see, I don't understand like why he went in that direction. You know, because now she feels like shit double time. Exactly. Then here he comes. You know what I mean? And I mean, actually, with her apology, it would have been a nice little tie into this. Yo, he looks like the aliens from fucking Explorers, bro. For real. Hmm. And even playing this too, like it could have. I don't think he should have taken it here with what's her face walking in and spazzing out. You know, this dialogue, fine, it's perfect. But when he hugs her and kisses her, and then she comes to spaz, it's just like too many misunderstandings that really aren't misunderstandings that should not be misunderstandings. If I'm making sense. I know, to me, I am. Still, man, life is, you know, precious no matter what stage of the game, no matter what we can predict. And the fact that when she comes and sees this, it to me always has, and still as I'm watching it now, takes what he's saying and just it takes the flavor of what he just said, because this is a very sensitive moment, you know, and it just zaps that. And now you've basically created a house full of angry people and confusion. That right there too is not that complicated. These are just the little tidbits that, you know, I wouldn't have gone in that direction. Still a good film, but just like, okay, why was that? That kind of took away. Slowed down a little bit. Slowed it. To me, it takes away the levity of what he said to Jordan. You know, it gets taken away by this whole, you're going to cheat. And it's just like, you know, no, that's not going that direction. At least I wouldn't have. Wouldn't have. And then it would have been, well, at least this is what I would have done. When Lance walks into that room, it would have been cool if he would have had the article and given him the article. Just when he sees when you cut to the headline, then he goes into his story. Because it's like he just came in, sat down and just started talking. I think it would be. I mean, it might have been done before, but it'd been an interesting concept to have. Actually, I'm sure it has been done. I really do feel like this concept has been done. It's like in the back of my brain, but to have like different people direct the same story and watch their individual concepts of what they visualize. I think that might have been on that Steven Spielberg produced show. I think it was called The Chair. I think they did something like that. I like this scene when they're just together, giggling, laughing, pepping them up. I just caught that. You gave me a crib sheet note to talk to the chick. Hilarious. I never put that together. I'm curious, what the hell is Jordan's bag doing there? In the passenger seat. Well, why not just say what it is? And I don't think that shit would have shattered like that. iPads don't shatter like that. And he's not that far from the ground. And he had the black book, so wait a minute, he had the purse? Cause that like a man purse that bad boy fell out of. That sounds like it was done in ADR. Forever! Forever, ever! Forever, ever! Yeah, it sounds like ADR right there. Jordan strikes again. And where's the iPad? For a minute. She's holding a motherfucking rhinoceros. She's holding a rhinoceros. A rhinoceros. A purple rhinoceros. where she talks about how she let it out. You're a goddamn sinner. Don't I keep the heat on? Candace, I can make you happy if you just believe me. Stupid. She looks sober to me. I'm sorry. Baby, come to me. Please forgive me. Know not what I do. Please forgive me. Baby, come to me. This motherfucker got anger, pride, management problems. No, Mia. And it's so funny because this is what this entire film needs right now. It's just fucking communication. You chose him? You chose him? You chose him? You chose him? Look at the real me. I don't understand why she had to do this. Unless it symbolized that I'm going to be passing away soon, so you need to be reminded of that. It's a good scene too. The way the Santa outfit and the chair goes, that the color, the set, costume person really set and costume. They made sure the colors were to the T. We gonna be alright. I'm cute, baby. Fighting that ego. I got you, baby. On one condition. One thing. It's fucking funny. What also makes this good is that the fact that in the first one he was down his goddamn throat, busting his balls, and the tables have turned. Got fucking glue in my mouth. I also felt they could have trimmed that down. Maybe just started with her singing with the girls or something. Damn that house. Or at least the outside of it. Why don't you tell me in person? He sounds like ADR too. Dimples and pimples, dimples no pimples. In actuality, it would have been cooler just to have her take the wig off once everyone found out. But I get the fact, if my interpretation was correct with when she took her wig off for him, if it was to represent that, hey, I'm not going to be here too long, so get it together. Smooth. Want that back. You're my boy tonight. I miss you, alright. Mm, mm. Mm, mm. I boned your lady in the first film. Mm, mm. I'm surprised they didn't get some sort of ensemble award. And you can see the power of blue again. Bum. But I can't stop now. You want me to stick around? I like the way he rubs his hands, prepping. Oh wow, the doors are automatic. I never noticed that before. I love how they're playing in New York and somehow Eddie George is commentating this game. Gumball, I could see, especially if it's on CBS. It so would have been cool if they could have gotten Eli Manning. I think people would have went a little ape shit, especially just see him talking to him. Come on, Lance! Everybody would have went like, "Oh, yo, it's Eli!" Boom, dissed him. Pow, fumble dumble. It's so cute how she just does that very nonchalantly. Damn. Obviously, she's done this before. Like he's sitting. NLP, baby. Love the way he walks, flips him. Boom, the phone. Put it back in, coach. With his Hollywood teeth over here. The coach we're talking about. He went straight up the middle. Boom. It's funny because damn, yo, for a second there, it's like he got shorter. I swear to God, they put a stunt double in, and for some reason, I always took him for being a wide. It's cute. Her. Gives her the eye. You got me? It kind of feels like she almost has scenes with everyone that's in conflict almost. You know, like the voice of reason. Love this when they show his legs and he just pushing them. Boom, boom, boom. Dig into the grass. Boom, boom. I did it. I did it. They're obviously not going to the playoffs because they haven't even mentioned playoffs, and they usually would, even if with him breaking that record, they would said, and the Giants are going to clinch or wobble wobble bubble bubble wobble wobble wobble. Damn, that's a serious extension. It's a goddamn extension convention. You can feel it. And he just bounces with the gear on. Moving in spirit. I take it that this is Neo. It's a nice sofa, man. I could pass out like for 14 hours in that sofa. No joke. Now this is a film where you put the music together and it really is pieced together very well. And it's not a lot of highbrow songs. Like I was mentioning in another commentary. That had so many overly used popular songs in it. I wonder if there's a blooper where he tried to go into the door and it would not let him in. I could only hope and pray that I do not have to go through something like this at all. You know, even though I do understand that, you know, these we're all on a journey and we're all on the visit, you know, temporal bodies. Not to get too heady and spiritual, you know, but see, and then it goes to this like makeup, corny, like, not that this was corny, but just the fact that just feel like it could have been handled better. And based off of my opinion that I gave earlier, the sorry would have been reversed, or actually Candace would have been telling her thank you for, you know, getting them back together. But that was just my version, you know. Ladies and gentlemen, Anthony Hamilton / Tommy Sotomayor. He had to crowbar himself in there with his guitar playing, wood album selling. For some reason, she looks like Cindy Brady. It's a pretty picture. That kid is really doing his thing, man. Sometimes, playing emotional to me, little nuances to me. I love little nuances, little looks, little glances, little, like how what's her face when he put his hand in his pocket and, outside of just doing the lines, the little things. To take it that this little girl, when she walks over and does this, that this is supposed to be answered in the next film to come. I'm wondering, because everyone's like, "That's his kid. That's his kid." So, TBC. Dude, to have to pull that out, take after take after take. 3 cameras set up on that shit. Get to your place, do what you gotta do. And that would be that. I'm not gonna keep trying to pull that out of my actor. You both are. It's like Bruce Wayne and fucking Clark Kent over here. That should actually be the name of the next one, The Better Man. Rather than going The Best Man, yada, it should be... I mean, I guess it's going to be The Best Man's Wedding or something like that. But The Better Man, good way to close it out. Dimples, no pimples. She's blowing him up. Ooh. That's funny. I love when he pulls him over. Since I need to talk to you, bro. Harper, I need to talk to you, bro. I need to talk to you. It's just so funny, man. Just like just the continuation from the first one, just the fact of what went down makes it funny. Oh my god. I don't know the way that car was swerving and curving, man. This girl. It's a commercial that reminds me of. It's funny. And what about the goo on his hands? We're just like not gonna discuss that, huh? Thank you. Point up. This next one's so cute. Oh, she's so cute. And then when she gets older in the house, she's cute. I wonder what we're gonna name her. Damn. I wonder how difficult it is to have an actress baby, you know, especially like being around all these different people, you know. Aleph, he takes his picture, doesn't even look through, just goes perfect. It's like he's not even looking at the screen. 10 months later. I'm surprised they didn't put him in like the heavens or something to represent God. Look at that chum chin. Snatching crumbs. I'm sure she was snatching crumbs like a... She's right on cue, man. She was right on cue. That was hilarious. I don't know how she did that, but that was hilarious. And how fitting that they ended with an R. Kelly song. Someone who knows about women, someone who knows about kids. I'm just saying. That's all I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Don't hurt me. We've done it again. Linda Carter. Mia's mom was Linda Carter. That's impossible. Yeah, we did it again. Ladies and gentlemen. Another commentary from the Silent Film Group. Best Man's Holiday. And still enjoyable to me. Still enjoyable to me, you know. I mean, this is what, like my fourth, fifth time probably watching this film. And, you know, despite me having my little, you know, things that I would have changed, you know, to make it a little bit more tighter. But, you know, opinions are like a-holes. Everybody's got one. So, Boris Radivjevic. I'm probably not even saying that correctly. So I guess we're going to have to wait until when they tighten up the script for the best man or the better man or however he's going to name it. I just hope that he just doesn't take too long. You know, especially he's already got the I am correct, it's the best man wedding. That's what I had mentioned earlier, the best man wedding, but he should have went the better man just to make that one stand out, especially with it being the last, if it's going to be the last, you know, the better man. So yeah, I hope he just doesn't drag his feet on this one. And I hope that it's way different. Just as, you know, very good. No way Chris Brown was a set production assistant. Get out of here. Anyway, yeah, I hope it's different, but yet better. And I hope they don't use the same beats. I mean, even though I think they're going to. You know, I personally, from the time I saw this film, I had a really good idea, you know, the direction to go in, but I'll keep that to myself. And we'll see, you know, whenever this film drops. You know, you gotta, once again, just hurry up because life is short. So, on that note, have yourself a merry little Christmas. This Christmas, joy to the world. I'm reading the credits. I am going to slowly bow out, check out, and I thank you once again for joining me on this journey. Buffalo, okay, all right. I was wondering where they filmed Buffalo Bills. Okay, so they probably filmed it in the Buffalo Bills stadium. Interesting. Okay, ladies and germs and gentlemen and people of Earth and people not of Earth, I am out of here, and as usual, ciao bella. And if you're watching this around the holidays, happy holidays. Take care.